everyone, welcome to Sleepy Notes Club. I hope you're all doing well. So today we are gonna do something very exciting, at least to me. I've been wanting to film this video for a very long time, but I just didn't know where to start because I have so many journals that I actually use and depend on, and I just didn't know where to even begin. So I have some time off right now, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna sit down and chat with you guys and take you through my journal ecosystem. This is not even the extent of all the journals that I'm gonna be showing you right now. I have 9 books that we're gonna go through, and yes, I do use every single one of these notebooks. And no, I don't feel overwhelmed. I know it's a lot for some people, but I think the fact that every single one serves a different purpose really helps me not be overwhelmed or not put pressure on me to journal in them or use them every single time. So yeah, I have my coffee here with me. Grab something to drink as well if you like, because this may be a bit of a long video, and let's just get started. So the first journal that I think I'm gonna show you is the one that to me is one of my most useful and functional ones that I own. So this is my standard traveler's notebook. It is very well loved, I guess. So this one, yeah, is very chunky. As you can see, I'm keeping 4 different inserts in here, and this is basically my stationery release cover is what I call it, and it holds, first of all, my stationery journal here, which I've introduced multiple times on this channel. So this is basically where I like to record every single purchase that I made, if it's stickers or if I went to a new stationery shop. I also like to record my findings because I do thrift shop, and so sometimes I really get lucky and I find some cool scrapbooking bits. For example, this last spread that I made is because I went to the street market and I found these gorgeous scrapbooking frames and old school stickers, which made me really happy. Also these ones. So yeah, I just like to record the date, how I felt, what am I gonna use them for, and things like that. So that is my stationery journal here. It's like how the traveler's notebook call this specific insert sticker release paper. To me, this cover is a stationery release cover because I also keep all the stickers, or at least my favorite stickers that I own. These are like frames, some letters. I have some old school ones as well, just in case. And then in this traveler's notebook folder, I also keep some of my most used ones, like my dot stickers and my star stickers, things like that. Also, in the back of this, I keep some others that are more like seasons and birthdays. And this one is my sticker album or sticker book. And I just keep my favorite ones, the ones that I like to use when I journal. So I have gardening ones and frame ones and bows, anything that I could need when I journal or plan, then it's here. And so it's very easy for me to just bring this cover with me anywhere I'm journaling. And I also have my favorite labels here, some tabs, some calendars that I do use. And the last refill here is my stamp collection. I have them kind of separated in like sections like gardening, trees, fruits, historical, buildings, things like that. So yeah, this keeps all my tools at the ready, and it's just probably one of my most functional and used covers that I own. Okay, next I'm gonna talk about my personal journals. So the ones that keep my thoughts, my feelings, like personal events and records of my days. So I spread these personal sections in 3 different journals. So let me explain a little bit how this works. This one, first of all, is my Dear Diary. It's in a Chick Sparrow B6 cover. I cannot remember the exact model, but I love the feel of this specific cover. It's great. I love the leather. And inside I have probably my chunkiest journal, as you can see. It's a Stalogy notebook. All of these, by the way, I have definitely gone through in detail in another video. If you're interested, you can look at my channel, and I probably have flip throughs there. But this one is probably one of my most personal ones, and I just like to do nice spreads, combining my scrapbooking pieces with receipts and also like pictures and things that I take from restaurants. So this one I rarely write on, other than if there's anything special going on. So yeah, this is my dear diary and the chunkiest one out of all my journals. Following that train of thoughts, I'm gonna show you my wine and a day that I keep in these two covers. So this one is my Paper Republic, and this one is my trusty Filofax, is my rings planner. And I can show you this one first just because it's gonna be the quickest. So this one is my everyday planner. It's very, very well loved. I apologize if it's a bit dirty. It's in my bag all the time with my keys and everything, so it's a bit dirty sometimes. I'm not gonna show you this one just because this one is properly just planning and calendars and stuff like that. But I do keep here a mini version of my one and a day. So this was a Susan Branch pocket calendar that I cut and I punched, and now serves as a quick one line a day in my rings planners. And this one is my proper one line a day in my Paper Republic journal. This is my main one. This is where I like to actually go in detail about not only my one on a day, I also like to mark the days that I use this calendar, and I also like to write a bit more about my day. I paste some receipts if needed. I also do a little bit of a collage, I guess. I put a bit more effort in this because I have more space. And this one is just a quick fire of what happened during the day, because it is very rare that I don't keep up with my rings planners. So just in case I forget, then I will just reference this calendar and I'll write it back in here. And I will show you this one in a bit more detail. So like I said, this is a Paper Republic journal. It's the Grand Voyager XL in the chestnut color, I think. And in here I am keeping, like I said, my one on a day. I'm also keeping my social media tracker, which I literally just finished kind of creating, and this is another one that I use every single day. I do have kind of like my milestones and just ideas of what I want to do in terms of putting out reels, photos, and also kind of like YouTube ideas for posts and stuff like that. The other one of my little journals that I do reach out almost every day if needed is my label collection, and I've shown you this before, but this is just where I paste labels that I really like the look of, like craft labels, my findings on the street market, but also I like the drinks, like packagings, Martinelli's, things like that, like honey. This is a honey sticker. I also have a lot of fruit stickers here that I do plan to like fill when I find different ones, and also from like my scrapbooking bits that I find. So these ones are the journals that I use almost every day, and I compile in this Paper Republic cover. Okay, so next up I am gonna introduce you guys. This is my newest Paper Republic journal. This is the newest addition to the family, and with it came a lot of changes in my setup, which I'm gonna go through really fast just because this one is actually a work in progress and is still kind of unfinished. So yeah, this is the newest addition. It's a black Grand Voyager as well, and this one holds all my creative notebooks. They are not the ones that I reach for every single day, like for example these ones. These ones require a bit more effort from me. They require more collagen, they require more scrapbooking and things like that. So I'll probably reach for this one when I really feel like I want to be creative and I want to do something. So yeah, the first refill that I have in here is my scrapbook. Now this one is one of my favorite ones. This is basically where I paste all the things that I can't really get rid of, you know, but that I do want to create a little bit of a spread. For example, this was a book that my mom used to use and a lot of her knitting tools. So yeah, I just love keeping track of all these bits of paper that really I don't know, they just make me feel a certain way that I just need to really paste them here. So that is my scrapbook, and in here this is one that I still need to make, but this is gonna be my book journal. So let me show you what my book journal is as of now. It's in a Stalogy A6, and again, I love Stalogy notebooks, but I think the A6 size really doesn't work for me. I think this is one of the most important lessons that I've had this year. I really gravitate towards like big notebooks and journals. I like the personal size for planners and up, so A5. I really am vibing with the A5 and B6 as well. So this size of pocket or A6, I just don't really feel like using them too much. So this was kind of my reading and book journal where I kept track of the books I read, but also my scrapbooking books that I find in charity shops. But I am gonna be transferring all of these to this A5 Paper Republic book insert, I think it's called. And this last refill is gonna be my commonplace, which also is blank because I still need to transfer it. Let me show you my commonplace now. My commonplace is also in a Stalogy A6, and I don't know, I really was vibing with this specific notebook, and especially the size last year, but I just don't really like it anymore. I feel really sad about this one because I love what I've been collecting, from brochures that I like to personal entries. I don't know if I really want to just keep this one as it is and kind of save it, or just kind of transfer everything here to this A5 notebook. But yeah, that is gonna be my commonplace, and all of these, oh, by the way, this is my dad, so I like how you can see both of these at the same time. But yeah, this village, like I like to call it, this one is for my journals that are a bit more creative and that I do need to sit down and kind of tackle them and scrapbook them and use them with a bit more purpose, more than this one that is kind of more immediate. So yeah, these are two of my Paper Republic journals that I really love. And now I think this is my last journal that I want to show you. So I take back what I said about the other one being my chunkiest journal. This is my chunkiest journal. It is literally bursting at the seams. I don't know how. It's still kind of holding all these pages, but it is doing amazing. So this one is my family scrapbook. Can't really show you everything that's in because there's a lot of photos of people that I know and also like addresses and stuff like that. But basically this is where I scrapbook and keep all my childhood memories, for example photos, a lot of like letters that my parents used to write for each other. I have so much paper stuff that my mom used to collect. Instead of having them kind of just scatter around the house, I just filtered them and I pasted them here. For example, this one is a spread that I made from my mom's like newspaper stash. I love the look of them because they used to do illustrations more than photos, and I thought that was really cute. And also she was a planner girly, and she used to keep a lot of like lists for like finances and things that we need in the house, so I kind of pasted it here. A lot of my primary school and kindergarten like documents, which is really cute. Let's see if I can show you one. Okay, so this one is one of my favorite ones. I just made this like a couple weeks ago. These are my childhood friends from kindergarten. So I have a lot of pictures, by the way. So I don't have any problem with like cutting all of these. So I thought it was really cute because this one was one of the drawings I made back in the day when I was like 4. Let me just hide this. And this is supposed to be my dad and a letter that I wrote for my mom as well. So this is the kind of thing that I do in this journal basically. So when I'm feeling nostalgic or I just miss my parents, then I can just look back at this and just, you know, enjoy who they were and who we were and stuff like that. So yeah, that is my family scrapbook. And by the way, I have one more journal that I want to show you. So this one is my junk journal. I really love this one, but again, I am not vibing with the small sizes anymore. So my junk journal is basically where I paste things that I see and that I don't want to trash because I'm a hoarder. This was from the Hobonichi. This was a calendar I found in a street market. A bag from a coffee shop, things like that. So this is my junk journal. Not really quite my scrapbook because I do like to do a layout, but this is just where I like to paste things that I don't want to get rid of. Now, I think I'm gonna change this one again to an A5 size. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna change it. The reason why I like keeping this junk journal in a passport size is because when I travel, I like to bring this one just in case I pick something up and I don't want to trash it. So it goes here. And I also bring my personal rings planner because I need to know what I'm doing through the days. And I also like to bring usually my one a day with my label collection and my social media. These 3 books are the ones that come with me everywhere, so it's easy to bring something small. But yeah, I hope it wasn't too overwhelming for you. I know it's a lot going on, but since everything has its own purpose, it's really easy for me to just reach out for the one that I need when I need it. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, let me know down below, and I'll see you very soon.